The Mandalorian has had his fair share of shocking moments. Looking back on what we've seen so far, here are the top 10 craziest moments in The Mandalorian. Really quick, if you guys could hit that subscribe and like button, it would be much appreciated and help push these videos to reach more Star Wars fans. Thank you. First up at number 10 is IG-11's sacrifice. Near the close of Season 1, Chapter 8, IG-11 willingly sacrificed himself to save Grogu and the rest of the group. As the crew tries to escape the town from Moff Gideon, they take a molten-resistant boat down a lava waste system to the outskirts of the city. As the team comes to the end of the tunnel, stormtroopers are positioned and ready to take them out as they exit. With no way to turn around and go back, IG-11 said he will take care of it as he is programmed at all costs to protect Grogu. As he steps into the lava and walks toward the stormtrooper squad, and when he's in the center of all of them, he self-destructs, wiping out everything in the blast radius. It's the completion of a really impressive character arc. The creators took a character we thought was dead and evil to boot and convincingly made him into a hero. Another cool callback from the episode is the self-destruct button, as IG-11 was trying to self-destruct when he and Mando were in an intense gunfight. As sad as this scene is, it's satisfying that we get to see a nice reference to the beginning of the story. Next, number 9 is the Mandalorian sect helping Din Djarin and Grogu escape. While Din tries to take back the child and escape, he gets caught by Greef Karga and a number of other bounty hunters. Thankfully, Din's Mandalorian tribe comes to the rescue and helps him get away safely, Mandalorian swooping into action. The fact that they have remained hidden for most of the show makes it a limited appearance, but it's awesome to witness the efficiency and power of this warrior-centric culture. It also says a lot about Mandalorian culture in general, or at least the culture of that particular tribe. Canonically, they're really big fans of adoption, since race is not an issue to them, and that really shows in just how far they'll go to protect Jin and his new kid. Also, despite some of the group's apprehension about Din's work for the Empire, all of the Mandalorians helped him out. That proves just how tight-knit and loyal these Mandalorians are. This is the way. At number 8 is Grogu using the Force for the first time. In Season 1, Chapter 2, we get to see Grogu use the Force for the first time against the Mudhorn. In the episode, Mando is tasked with retrieving a Mudhorn egg and delivering it to some Jawas. In return, the Jawas will give him parts he needs to fix the ship. While trying to get the egg, Mando makes the Mudhorn mad and gets into a brawl with the beast. The Mudhorn ruffles up Mando pretty good, and Din is exhausted and down to his vibroblade in the last stand. As the Mudhorn charges him, Grogu extends his hand using the Force to levitate the beast off the ground. This gives Mando enough time to get it together and finish off the Mudhorn. It's the first time Grogu shows his loyalty and care for Din. He tries to protect him with all the power he has in him, even though he ends up falling unconscious. The teamwork Din and Grogu have in this fight, even though it's uncoordinated, becomes a symbol of their close relationship by the end of the show, when Din receives a signet of the Mudhorn they killed. Coming in number 7 is the Empire to the rescue. In Season 2, Chapter 15, Mando and Mayfield hijack a transport vehicle of Rhydonium to try to sneak onto an Imperial base. While on their way there, a band of pirates come along and try to destroy the Rhydonium. This gave me Raiders of the Lost Ark vibes. Watching Din take down pirate after pirate on top of the Juggernaut was breathtaking and exciting. After Mando takes out another wave of pirates, a whole battalion rolls up, but he's already exhausted and near his end. All of a sudden, Din and Miggs are saved by 2 incoming TIE fighters and a platoon of stormtroopers, to which Mayfield says he's never been happy to see Imperials. We've seen throughout Star Wars the Republic or the Rebellion coming in and saving the day, but seeing our main guy Mando saved by the Empire brought out a completely new set of emotions. It was interesting to hear uplifting music with the Empire saving the day for a change. Next, number 6 is Mando's face revealed. When Din gets gravely injured in an explosion, IG-11 takes off his helmet for the first time in the whole series. Throughout the show, it was very clear that Mando was never going to show his face to a living person. But when he needed help, IG-11 was not a living being and removed Mando's helmet to reveal Pedro Pascal to be playing our main man. It was a very exciting scene as it was built up, and we didn't think we would see his face until Season 2. At number 5 is Bo-Katan's live-action debut. Bo-Katan's live-action debut in the episode The High-Risk was pure magic. Kitty Sackhoff, who plays Bo, said, "If you don't know already, I'm a huge fan of Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars. Bo-Katan was every bit as badass as I envisioned. Her presence oozed some modern take on Sigourney Weaver's Ripley from Alien. This was truly a fantastic episode from start to finish. More importantly, Bryce Dallas Howard knocked it out of the park. Katie did a great job voicing Bo in both Clone Wars and Rebels, but she absolutely killed it when Dave Filoni had her acted out in live action." Coming in at number 4 is Ahsoka Tano's live action debut. I'm a huge fan of Ahsoka Tano, as I'm sure many of you are as well. A lot of fans have waited years to see Ahsoka come to life in live action, and Rosario Dawson killed it drawing Gandalf the White vibes in all the right ways. The dark and gritty tones of Chapter 13 were jaw-dropping, which made Ahsoka's duel with the white lightsabers all the more gorgeous behind the contrasting environment. From Ahsoka's fighting style, attempts to save an oppressed colony from a tyrannical ruler, to showing her mercy during the last fight, it's all perfect. The last fight scene also triggered a lot of vibes seen from previous samurai and western films. It's no surprise that the final action sequence felt like it was ripped straight out of a scene from Kill Bill. Dave Filoni himself directed this episode, and it was the right move as he was the one who created Ahsoka for the Clone Wars, so he should be the one to bring her to life. Next at number 3 is Ahsoka demanding to know where Thrawn is. If seeing Ahsoka for the first time in live action wasn't enough, then to add on top of that, during her duel with Magistrate Morgan Elsbeth, Ahsoka starts to demand where Admiral Thrawn is. It was crazy to hear this name, as the last time we saw him was in Rebels, as he and Ezra were blasted into hyperspace with a random destination. Since then, we haven't heard or seen any of them. So to hear that Ahsoka is hunting down Thrawn, and Ezra will probably show up later in the show, was shocking. At number 2 is Boba Fett being a badass. The best moment of chapter 14 easily goes to Boba Fett during the moment he put on his armor. Boba puts on a show, taking down dozens of stormtroopers and featuring one of the best kill count streaks in the Mandalorian history. With stormtroopers attempting to leave the planet, 2 ships are taken down from a single missile from Boba. If that's not badass, then I don't know what it is. As Star Wars fans, we were told that Boba Fett was one of the deadliest bounty hunters in the galaxy. However, we never actually seen it on the big or small screen. Robert Rodriguez really nailed this one, putting together one of the best action sequences in the series. He said that since he was given this chance to do with Boba whatever he wanted, he chose to make it as if this was the last time we're going to see him. To all the Boba Fett fans that have been doubted for years and have waited for this moment, you guys got it. And finally coming in number 1 is Luke Skywalker arrives to save the day. What else can be said? This moment has so many implications on the direction and future for the Star Wars universe on Disney+. It opens the door to so many fantastic possibilities for every single series moving forward and makes every single episode a must-watch. Who knows which other major characters will pop up in the future? Who could appear in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series? Or the Ahsoka Tano series? It's truly exciting stuff to think about and something all Star Wars fans will be talking about for months on end. I'll let the video speak for itself. But watching a young Luke Skywalker come in to make quick work of the Dark Troopers and saving the day was on a different level. After having the Luke we got in the sequel trilogy, who was depressed, grumpy, and didn't really care, it was hard to look up to him as a hero. Even Mark Hamill himself said he didn't like the direction they took Luke. But seeing this Luke brought a lot of emotions of happiness, joy, and nostalgia. Luke was the embodiment of light and hope. When things got hard, he didn't turn around and run and hide away. He stood up for what he believed in. When he had his dark side moment when cleaving off Vader's hand, he took a second to realize what he had done and came to his senses. He refused to let it consume him, and even almost sacrificed himself to save his father. That is the Luke we remembered, and that's what we got in the final episode. It had me in tears watching this, and I know I wasn't the only one who got emotional. This was truly a perfect ending to an amazing season of Mandalorian. It also gave us a super tender moment of Din Djarin taking off his helmet and saying a sweet goodbye to Grogu. Will Din Djarin and Grogu cross paths moving forward? Was Grogu a part of the Jedi Academy that was burned down by Kylo Ren? Is Grogu's death the nail in the coffin that sent Luke Skywalker into exile? It's all way too much to discuss right now. This scene, however, was hands down the most shocking, jaw-dropping, amazing moment in The Mandalorian so far, and I can't wait to see what the show will bring us next. If you like Star Wars, then check out these videos here and hit that subscribe button. May the Force be with you.